Welcome to Rotten Damians. Today we are discussing the top 5 horror movies releasing in April 2024. Starting at spot number 5 in order of release date, we have The First Omen, set for release on April 5th. The original Omen was released in 1976 and it follows a boy named Damian, who is the Antichrist. Now many years later, we have his prologue. The First Omen follows a woman who moves to Rome to begin her career as a nun. At the church, she encounters many strange occurrences, ultimately leading to her giving birth to the Antichrist, Damian. Bro, there are honestly so many movies that follow this format. I mean, last month we literally got Immaculate, which is almost the exact same thing. Anyway, I'll check the movie out due to the prestige that the franchise holds. In spot number 2, we have Baghead, set for release on April 5th. The movie follows a young woman named Iris who inherits her late father's pub. A demonic creature named Baghead lives in the basement of the pub. Baghead can transform into any deceased person. However, to transform into this person, a price needs to be paid. There is also a rule that if you communicate with the deceased for more than 2 minutes, there will be negative consequences. So naturally, Iris begins charging people to communicate with their loved ones, until one day, a client breaks the 2-minute rule, unleashing Baghead on Iris, who must now find a way to destroy the creature before it destroys her. To be honest, the movie's premise is incredibly unique. However, based on the trailer, it looks like a typical paranormal horror movie with cheap scares, kind of like 2023's Boogeyman. In spot number 3, we have Sting, set for release on April 12th. There are 2 things I hate in this world, and that's spiders and snakes. But I'm also kind of a sadistic who likes to torture myself and watch spider and snake movies. Sting follows a girl named Charlotte who discovers a little spider that she captures and builds a bond with. She names the spider Sting. However, Sting begins growing at an incredibly rapid rate. It then begins eating neighbors' pets and soon the actual neighbors. Charlotte and her neighbors must now hunt and kill Sting before it eats them. I really enjoyed that the creators named the protagonist Charlotte and featured a giant killer spider. I think it pays homage to Charlotte's Web, which I'm sure inspired the movie. In spot number 2, we have Abigail, set for release on April 19th. I don't know if you guys remember, but last year there was an announcement that Radio Silence had dropped out of Scream 7 to create a classic Universal horror movie. They kept the plot and name hidden for a long time. However, it turns out that the movie they created was Dracula's daughter, now named Abigail. The movie follows a group of kidnappers who kidnap a ballerina dancing child of a powerful criminal lord. They lock themselves in a mansion for 24 hours while their boss requests ransom from her father. What her capturers do not know is that they just locked themselves in a mansion with a vampire. I will most definitely be checking this movie out because it has an incredibly gifted cast, radio silence, and a kick-ass story. In spot number 1, we have Infested, set for release on April 26th. I think it's absolutely bonkers that it's been years since we've had any major spider horror movies, and now in April we have 2 releases. Infested follows Caleb, who is a loner with an obsession of exotic animals. He purchases a venomous spider, but he accidentally loses it. The spider begins rapidly multiplying and attacking people in his apartment building. Once again, this is a spider movie that follows a group of people stuck in an apartment building. However, this time it isn't one giant spider, but rather thousands of tiny ones. I think I would take my chances with one giant spider, to be honest. Anyway, I will most definitely be checking out both spider movies to make myself uncomfortable and feel imaginary walking on me. Those are the top 5 horror movies releasing in April 2024. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and for me to reach my goals. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.